It's interesting in that, I've talking to a number of my friends, people of color, Black people who have gone to Burning Man. Race wasn't really much of a factor in my experience, I'm happy to say, until I brought it up. Um, Meaning that, and this is true for not only on the playa, but also like outside, off the playa, but still within the community. My race doesn't really come up as a factor until I would bring it up in regards to being concerned with issues of race in the world at large. And then discovering that for a large number of people, Burning Man environment, the culture is a bit of escapism. It's a bit of an escape from these real world kind of stuff where I don't have to think about that. I don't have to worry about all the myriad issues that are out in the world. The idea of Burning Man kind of presents itself as an incubator for ideas to bring back into the world to elicit change. A lot of people are there for the party. A lot of people are there for, all the sparkles and all that. That is certainly there to get. But I found that when I would bring it up, whether it was online or in person at a gathering or whatever, and people just didn't want to hear about it. I would bring up issues of diversity or issues of race or such, and people would literally be like, hold that thought for a second and turn around and run, not walk, run to the opposite side of the party. I just watched them just sprint away for me as I'm standing there like mid sentence. I kind of realized, and that's where I became a little bit disillusioned from the culture. Not all of it, but a large part of it, just because realizing that there was a desired separation between the two worlds, which is kind of dangerous actually, because there's a lot of people in one culture where some aspect of you see it a lot, whether it's in the Tantra community, the Burning Man community, the plant medicine community. It's all good in their little bubble, but when they have to open that up to being like, okay, so we're gonna try to do or affect some change in the real world, and a lot of people in all these communities are simply not interested, haven't been interested in it, and so yeah, it's tough. It certainly doesn't, not to implicate everyone in all these cultures, but it's a significant enough number. It's kind of disillusioning unless you are happy to reside within that bubble and stay there, then that works for you. But it's like, the guy eating steak in the Matrix movie. It's like, I know this isn't real, but it's really good. And if I could just stay in here, that'd be fine. I'm not particularly interested in, the struggle that's happening out there. And I'm happy to plug me back in. And, these people, it's like, we talk about woke culture, like you go to any of these cultures, most of these people would consider themselves conscious or woke or whatever, but they don't want to be woke to, some real world stuff. They might even talk about it, but when confronted with actually doing something about it or standing up, for other people, they lack the courage of their convictions, so to speak.